What's up, everybody? Dark1985. There's levels to this. Is PC gaming more expensive than console gaming? The answer is no. That's it. You don't have to keep watching the rest of the video. Let me explain this to you, okay? If you, this generation, have a PS5 and you have an Xbox Series X, and let's say you got them both at launch, then you paid, I'm being generous here, you paid about $1,000 for them. Right? 500 for one, 500 for the other one. If you got a PS5 a little bit later on, you had to get the PS5 with a bundle, which means you paid more than $500 for it, right? So depending on when you got these consoles, let's just say that you got it when they dropped. You paid $1,000 for both these consoles, okay? Now, if you wanted to replace one console with a PC, then you would have to spend a lot more. You wouldn't be able to do it. You're not going to be able to get the same equivalent amount of performance for $500, right? But again, if you bought both consoles and you paid $1,000 and you grabbed $1,000 and instead you placed that into a PC, you could get a PC that could perform, listen to me, that could perform equivalent to those consoles, and in some cases outperform it because of the simple fact that games are not locked on PC. That's the biggest difference, okay? So I'm telling you this because I'm speaking from experience. I recently just purchased a gaming desktop for $935 out the door. So that's with tax, okay? It was actually $899, all right? It was a pre-built at that, meaning that if I would have built it myself, a lot of people are telling me I probably could have gotten it cheaper, right? I got it from Walmart. It's a Cyber Tower. It's got a Ryzen 5 76 and it's got a RX 7600 in it. Right? So it's not no grandiose computer, nothing like that. But I paid $899, $935 out the door. That's how much I paid. This gaming PC is really good at 1080p gaming. Now, there's things like upscaling and all that other stuff. Is also good at 1440p gaming, right? I was talking with IsoMotion Gaming about this as well. For PC gamers, if a PC is hitting 60 in a game, that's to them that's their bare minimum. So that's an okay PC. A PC that's hitting every single game at 60, yeah, it's an okay PC. They're not bragging about any of that stuff. So that's why when they say that the 7600 is a 1080p GPU, it's because it's playing most games at well above 60 at 1080p. It's once you go up in resolution to 1440p or 4K that 7600 GPU starts to struggle, right? So I'm connected to a TV right now that only has 60 hertz. So I could play a game if I wanted to. Most of the games that I play at 1440p and it'll be perfectly fine. It'll run it, right? But again, I'm okay with playing it at 1080p and letting AMD upscale the RSR, right? So for $1,000, for less than $1,000, I got a gaming PC that can play Xbox games because all the Xbox games are going to drop day and day on PC and I'm mostly an Xbox gamer, right? And because I'm mostly an Xbox gamer, there's not really much games on the PS5 that I look at like I gotta play right now. I can wait because those games are gonna come to PC as well. And when they come to PC, I'm gonna get the version that's gonna be uncapped and unlocked. That's the biggest difference between PC and the consoles. There's going to be many scenarios where people are going to tell me that my Xbox Series X or my PS5 is way better than my PC, and that's perfectly fine. I don't know about PC the same way that other people know. So I would say go to somebody that you trust is when it comes to specs and all that stuff. But what I do know, which I've learned from you guys, is that you can't compare console to PC because consoles are locked to whatever the developer wants. You don't have the option of having a performance mode every single time. Whereas in PC, you have that option every single time. So if I wanted the game to look amazing and run it at 30 frames on PC, I could. However, I like frames better than I like resolution. I like frames more than I like pretty assets. I like frames more than I like shadow. I like frames more than I like field of view. I like frames more than I like ambient occlusion. I like frames, okay? And at 1080p, luckily with my PC, I can run most games at ultra settings and I'm still good, or at high settings and I'm still good, well above 60, right? So I even got some cap space there. But again, I only paid $935 out the door. So the way I want you to think about it is this way. Is PC more expensive than console? It depends. If you are the type of person that only buys one console per generation, then yes, PC is going to be more expensive because that console is going to give you more bang for your buck than what you could with a $500 PC. And if you bought an Xbox Series S, there's no PC that's going to be able to match the performance of an Xbox Series S. It's just impossible. I don't think anybody will be able to do that, right? However, though, if you're a person that purchased a PS5 and you purchased the Xbox Series X, you paid $1,000 for it, all right? You can get a PC that can match that performance. You're going to pay less for playing online. Games are typically cheaper on PC. You can still have Game Pass if you wish, if you like Game Pass. PlayStation Plus is not the same on PC, but I'm sure eventually it will. I'm sure Sony eventually is going to look at the subscription model and is going to do the same thing. And it's just a matter of time before PlayStation goes day and date to PC as well. But even if they don't go day and date for a while, all games are coming to PC. So PC is the platform to go to if you're okay dealing with the headaches that come with PC. And I could talk about that in another video. So to conclude, PCs don't have to be more expensive than consoles. And I would argue that my PC is actually cheaper than buying both consoles. Nowadays, you could get an Xbox Series X a little bit cheaper. And you could probably buy a PS5 a little bit cheaper as well. But again, if we're going to go brand new with a brand new, then it's definitely comparable. Dog 1985, there's levels to this. Just let me know what you guys think. I think the biggest problem is that people think they need to get a super high power in PC. That's the next video I'm about to make. We out. Peace.